I'm gonna let God flow.
Yes.
Right. She's a perfect. So actually, we are live. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Tea Time with Tina on Tuesday. Thank you for joining. For those of you that are already here, well, let me see what we got going on here. I don't think anyone has jumped on just yet. So what we're going to do is give it another 30 seconds. I'm going to do a quick commercial for 30 seconds and we'll come back in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Be sure to accept the StreamYard. Um, click on that link so that when you make comments, we can see who you are and highlight your comments, please. Be sure to share as well. We're going to go ahead on and do a 30-second commercial and we'll be right back.
See ya.
Okay. So thank you. Thank
That
you.
was
We
quick.
are back. Thank you so much. Welcome to Tea Time with Tina. I am the host of Tea Time with Tina, CEO of Motivate and Empower. I serve female entrepreneurs. And also we have our co-host, Gabriella Mayo.
Hey, loves. How's everybody doing today? Happy
Hello.
Tuesday.
I know, right? Hey, Tish, thank you for joining us. Be sure to share. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. And we have a special guest, but before we introduce, as a matter of fact, Connie, we're gonna have our guest introduce herself. But before we get started, we're gonna have Gabby give us highlights on what's been going on. Give us the tea, Gabby. Anything exciting, anything with the business? What's been going on? Because I've been getting a lot of messages on random messages about how you have been inspiring people and motivating people through your morning exercise and your not only the exercise but the your product. And so you want to give us the tea on that, just really quick, 30 seconds on that?
Sure. So, hi everybody. Happy Tuesday. Thank you guys for joining. Yes, I have been moving lately. Like there was like a spark, something that just kind of sparked up
Turn that
underneath
light
me.
down a little.
And I've been, I am a distributor with TLC, which is Total Life Changes. It's health and wellness products. I am
Thank
very excited because I am a product of the product. Okay. I consume majority of the products on a daily basis. Yes, I wake up every morning, around 5 o'clock. I'm normally in the gym between 5:30 and 6 a.m. I work out with a trainer one day a week, and then the rest of the days I'm just in the gym, you know what I mean? Just kind of free handing and doing, whatever I please that day. But yes, I have been receiving some really great feedback from people, from folks. It's just something that I didn't realize like I had a real passion for it until I started doing it. And with me working out and me getting these messages constantly and people reaching out to me telling me don't ever quit. You inspire me, you motivate me. That's what's my drive for me to not quit on myself because I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to quit on
right.
others and then turns on me not quitting on myself. So it's been a lot of great things going on. I did become a director in the business. So I've been moving.
Woo-hoo.
Yes, I've been making
Congrats.
moves. And the gym is honestly, that's my peace. That is my happy place. That is
Mm-hmm.
how I get my day. But I wake up in the morning, of course, and pray. But after that, I get started by going to the gym. When I don't go to the gym, I feel real off. So that's what's been going on with me lately for the past, I would say, a little over a month now. I
Mm-hmm.
think that I've been in the gym and there's no stopping. This is just the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what is the name of your product, Gabby?
So the company that I work for is called TLC, so Total Life Changes.
Oh,
Well, we have
okay.
numerous products. I've had, actually some ladies that are on tonight, like reach out to me for some of the products, but I have customers from all over. So it's like detox teas that contain
Mm-hmm.
like CBD, which, help you sleep, cleanses all the toxins from your system. There's a liquid vitamin that we have that actually is a 98% absorption rate,
Mm-hmm.
helps give you energy. We got stuff to help boost your immune system. We got sea moss. I mean, there's a number of products, it keeps going. There's soaps, CBD soaps, charcoal soaps, all type, toothpaste. But the
Mm-hmm.
main, we mainly promote like the number one five sellers, which is like the detox tea, the NRG pill that
Right,
helps give you the mental clarity and focus. So
right.
yep, if you guys follow me, those of you who are on, if you follow me on Facebook under Gabriella Mayo, or on Instagram, miss.mayo, you'll just follow me on my journey. You'll see.
Okay. That was we froze for a quick second.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I was
Yeah, it's okay.
okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't know what's going on with the lines. Tish said that the tea is the bomb. Yeah, it
Yes,
is the
it
bomb. Yeah. I have the is it Vita, what is it? NutriBurst.
NutriBurst, which is, you're right, it's the vitamin, the multivitamin. It's a
Multi,
liquid form.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's taken in early morning. Um, Especially because I have not entered back into the gym.
Right.
That's, I'm not really ready for that. And we had a personal trainer, and he's back in the gym with Gabby and them, and so I've been missing out. So
Yeah.
I have some decisions to make, and sometimes I try to work out in the house. So we're gonna move forward. Thank you, Gabby. With that, we have a special guest, you guys,
You're
Miss
welcome.
December, with us, and
I love
I
the
I
name.
love
you.
right in the month of December. How special,
Right.
and so I met we had December, and I have not actually met. For some, she popped up on my timeline or something she was doing a live video, and I just stopped and was listening because she mentioned something about anxiety, I believe, and just going through, I think she was basically telling her story, what she had
Yeah.
been through. And
Hmm.
so it caught my eye and ear because I could relate to some of the things that she was saying. And so I just
Mhm.
reached out to her, and I just said, I liked, and I said, I love your story. And I think she was sharing something. I think you were sharing something about your body or something. Like
I'm always
you had
sharing something.
yeah,
I'm
something.
always
And
sharing something.
I
I'm
was
always
like,
sharing something.
okay, sis, come through. So I was like, I reached out to her, and then opportunities. So this is how you reach out and grab opportunity, because
Yep.
then I asked her, would she come and be on the platform Tea Time with Tina? And I don't think she was at the beginning. She was like, I think she was a little hesitant. And then she did. I said, okay, I'm gonna fall back and let her come if she decided. And she did. 2 weeks later,
Mhm.
about 2 weeks later, she responded, and she held her word and sent me the information, and here she is today. And so we're gonna go ahead on and let December introduce herself. Go ahead, December.
Well, you did a good job. Well, my name is December Bud. I'm owner of Anointed Touch Health, Fitness, and Beauty. We recently started during the pandemic, say around March. It's a virtuous health and fitness training program. Everything is centered around God. Everything
Mhm.
starts with God with us. So we train people not just physically, but spiritually. We have like Bible studies on certain days, weekly prayers. Everything's, I say this all the time, but everything is centered around God. A lot of
Mhm.
people want to lose weight and get healthy and stuff like that, but they don't bring it to God. It's
Mhm.
some things like that, something so small we think it is, we can bring to God. So it's just our mission to always put God first, even in
Hmm.
fitness and in health, because He said our body is a temple. And if we take care of our body like a temple, we'll realize there's certain things that need to go in it, certain things that we need to build from. So
Yeah.
that's just a little background on how Anointed Touch was started.
Oh, okay. So you say we and us. So is it,
Mhm.
so you're not by yourself?
I'm not by myself. It's me and my mentor. We came together, and God sent me. I was. Should I give my background now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
because it's important because, some of the things that I heard, I was like, okay. That's why, it caught my
Mhm.
ear because I'm like,
Yeah.
you mentioned anxiety and,
Hmm.
all
I
of that
think.
fear. You mentioned,
Right.
Mhm.
some of those key things that keep people from holding people back from doing the things that they're, positioned purposely supposed to be doing. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, so those were some key things that caught my ear.
Hmm. Well,
So you could speak on as far as the anxiety and the fear of, and then I'm assuming that led you into your business or your change in life because I don't know your full story.
I think the video you commented on was my sobriety video.
Okay.
It was
Yes.
me, it was me telling my story as far as what sobriety has brought me. And I got sober in 2017 and got into a lot of trouble and got sober. But once I got into that trouble, I'll say that was like the best thing that happened to me because
Mm-hmm.
I was forced to go to AA meetings,
Mm-hmm.
um, therapy. Like I had to like sign the paperwork. I had to get them to sign the paperwork for me to return back to work and stuff like that. And I had to do that for 3 months. And just in that 3 months, I gained a closer relationship with God. I really looked back and was like, when I thought about the things that I did, I was like,
Right.
God was in it.
Yeah.
He
Right.
And
And
we
definitely
really,
all
was in
go
it.
through that. Honestly, we all, are sometimes in a place where we're lost.
Mhm.
And we just, the only way we find ourselves, being able to cope is either drugs or alcohol or both.
Mhm.
Right. So I've
Yep.
kind of been there too. So I definitely understand.
And that place was I was there so long, like once I got when I went to therapy and stuff like that, and there was little things was being revealed to me. Um,
woo,
since I was drinking since I was 15, the psychiatrist actually was like, because I was telling him how my anxiety is and how I'm scared to talk to people. And the one thing that stuck out to me, he was like, "Well, you've been drinking since the age that you start to communicate with people
Yeah.
at the
right. So
teenage
you have
years."
been
Yep.
masking all your
Yeah,
life, basically.
Yeah.
mhm,
Right,
my whole
right.
life.
And right, exactly. And so I can relate to that. I come from two addictive parents. My mom is not here with us today. Rest her soul. But my mom, before she left here on earth, before she transitioned, she had had been clean for years. As a
Yeah.
matter of fact, it was my daughter, my firstborn, Gabby, that she said, before she gets here in this world, I'm going to go to rehab. And she did, got cleaned up, and she was smoking cigarettes. She went and got hypnotized um, after Gabby was born, and
Mhm.
no more smoking. So, she made a promise to me that once my baby was here, delivered on this earth, she would stop
And she
drugging.
did.
And she did. She clean,
Hmm.
yeah, she went clean, and I hung in there with her through detox. She was a heroin addict, and God, of course, we know God was all in that. And
Mhm.
so
Right.
with that, I felt
Absolutely.
like my childhood, I really did not, I didn't realize until like therapy, I realized that, my life was based on trauma. You know what I'm
Mhm.
Mhm.
saying? And so basically I was a caregiver to my mom. My mother was a great mother. She was a great provider. We wanted for nothing,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to say unfortunately because her trials and tribulations truly taught me something. It
Mhm.
taught
Right.
me that I did not want to go to, although I drank a little, I had my moments of drinking. I knew at some point I did not want to go down that road. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And so that's why I fight so hard for my kids, or, people gonna do what they do, dip and dab or what have you. But
Right.
I tell them, I said, I've prayed that thing, that generational curse off of us, that,
Mhm.
we shall not drink and drug to the degree where we, are addicted. We
Yeah.
become addicted to this type of thing.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, so that's deep. And, just hearing your story, and that's you right. That's what caught my ear because you was talking about sobriety and all, and it just took me back, when I was
Yeah.
in that role with my mom.
And that's interesting. Like with me, my mom, she passed away. She passed away in 2015. And
Mm.
at that time she was sober about 23 years, but she got
Hmm.
sober when I was about 4 years old. But I grew up in detox with her and meetings and stuff like that. And so my mother was a part of everything. Like
Mm.
she would be the host of this show.
Right.
And so for me to walk in those rooms again and see all the friends she had, but this time I was the one in need of help. It was it was it was at first I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for my mom. But those rooms is what I realized that everything happens for a reason. I grew up in the
Mhm.
rooms and just I was comfortable there. That's why my Facebook page is named December Serenity, because that was the
Mm.
first prayer I knew. I just
Right.
God grant me
Wow.
serenity. God
God
grant me
grant me the
serenity.
Yeah.
serenity. And I have that sit next to me because that was my mom's prayer, and I had to learn that thing for
Yeah.
myself. And I'm like, what is my
Mm.
mother saying? You know what I'm
Over and
saying?
over again.
Yeah.
And the more I kept saying it, was it became clear to me of what I was saying and what it
Yeah,
truly meant. Yeah,
exactly. I had
yeah,
to break it down. I had to break it down. And
yeah.
once I finished, once I got sober, after that 3 months, I was so scared to go back on my own. So I got back to work and I started gaining a whole bunch of weight. And I did not like that at all because I just didn't like it. So when I went to the gym, as Gatsby was saying, the gym became my therapy.
Yes.
Gym was
Hmm.
everything to me. It was
Mhm.
my hour where I didn't have my kids.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I can turn my music on, I can turn the sermon on, I can just zone out and just go.
Just do
And
you.
yes, and I started developing that following where people was like, keep going, because my highest
Yes.
weight was like 320 pounds.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
hmm And so
So was
when I
that
was
stress?
320, I've been a big girl since I was born.
Oh, okay,
She
okay,
I
said
was
since I was
since I was a big girl for a long time.
okay. I
And so,
thought you said
but I
you had
lost the
gained.
weight.
Okay.
I lost the weight in high school. And well, in my senior year, I got down to like 170. And
Oh,
then
wow.
I had children and then I gained it all back.
Mm.
Hmm.
So I always was on this roller coaster up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down.
Oh,
So
okay,
Understand.
I,
right.
once I got back in the gym and actually I lost my mom, went through my divorce, and
Mm.
that's when everything started spiraling like crazy. But once I got in that gym and I realized how much the gym helped me, and it actually
Mhm.
I kept getting closer to God because I started realizing my strength.
Yes.
And so I just wanted to help other women the
Yeah.
way I was being helped. And that's why I'm so open on my social medias as far as like I'll show like my stomach on because it's like I have a lot
Yeah,
of extra loose skin
Mhm.
yeah,
and you don't see that a lot. You see like
You
the perfect
don't.
body. You,
Yep.
and I'd be like, no, you
yeah.
about to see all this.
Look. People don't keep it real, right?
Right.
They
Mm-mm.
don't
No,
show
but a
their
lot of
stretch marks.
people
Yep.
appreciate authenticity. When you are
Yeah.
authentic and you are yourself, that's one thing I learned. Like the girls who I run in business with, my business partners who are now like my dear close friends, they'll get on there, you know what I mean, and show like their before pictures after the stretch marks, the little jiggly. People want to
Mm-hmm.
see that because I think people remain a lot like inspired by that because there's real women like me, the next person who had kids who unfortunately, well, I shouldn't say but have stretch marks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to see, they want to see like real, something real. Just put it
It
like
makes
that.
you
You know what I'm saying?
relatable.
They want to see where you came from. Yeah, the big stomach with the stretch mark down to tiny snatch
Mhm.
waist, still got stretch marks, but you get what I'm saying? Because people
Yep.
nowadays, I don't knock anybody for surgeries, anything like that, but I'm saying it happens so often, you don't really get a chance to really see the real on social media.
Mhm.
People just trying to put filters up and just show you all this fake stuff.
Mhm. They show
So
it
Right.
all.
you can relate more when you see somebody's real side.
Mhm.
Exactly. Exactly.
Just being yourself. That's what gets. That's where it all started from. That's why I say I just sometimes I just like I'm learning how to talk more,
Mm-hmm.
like being more open and stuff like that. Because I'll tell people when I used to drink, oh, I talk all day long, like just go. But now I'm like, I just want to make sure I'm saying the right things
It's
or stuff
okay.
like
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, because I mean, like you said, for so many years you were masking. And
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
so, and you had to have whatever it was that you were doing to help you mask. And
Yeah.
so
Right.
now that you don't have that help, it's like, okay, now what? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Right.
Yeah.
And so, but it feels good. Although it feels kind of odd and weird. I, understand where you're coming from, but it's almost like you can go to a party without drinking. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I remember at one point, I would go out and have a great time with my friends, and you always got to have something in your hand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Always.
But my something in the
Yeah.
hands is water, tea, whatever, whatever. So yeah, you don't have to have a drink or whatever it is to go and have a good time.
Nope, you don't. And
Yeah.
my good time these days, I didn't. My good days is in my room. In my room, I be trying to get out. But I enjoy the house. I guess
Yeah.
I'm always at the
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
gym
Well, it's
working.
hard too. Like if you're the type of person too that gets up, like me, for instance, I get up and go to the gym early in the morning. You're not really gonna have time to be up late nights
Yeah,
because that wears on you. You have to get your sleep when you're working out. Your body has to recover.
Mhm.
yeah,
So yeah, I'm glad. Like I said, it this whole pandemic or whatever it is. Always say it's unfortunate for a lot of people, right? However, I think also at the same sense, it has been a blessing in disguise for a lot of people too. Like I know for
Mhm.
me, it's really gotten me to really, take two seats, like for real, and like really just like reevaluate things in my life. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's helped me pretty much like look within at self and really continue to like really, really, really dig deep and work on myself. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because we could say, "Oh, I'm working on myself. I'm going to change that." Like, nah,
We are
this is when
so
you,
not comfortable with being alone,
yeah,
peaceful,
right,
child.
and I mean being alone.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
distractions, just peaceful and
hmm,
meditating. Light a candle, whatever it may be, whatever your choice is, breathing or whatever. We are
right,
so not with that.
nope.
yeah,
We got to have all the noise, the moving around, something going on. And
hmm.
so, December, tell me, so are you mentoring other women? Are you coaching? What are you doing?
I'm training, coaching, and mentoring other women. That's my training is my favorite thing. I love seeing people's transformation because it starts mentally.
Hmm.
And so once I get to them mentally, give them that encouragement, keep pushing them, you see a whole 360 as far as their transformation. So as far
And
as
I
mental
have a question real quick. What does that look like as far as you training people mentally? What does that look like?
Hmm.
mentally, I'll say like in the beginning, I'll say we start everything we do is we use godly principles. So first we start off by prayer. Anything like even in my business meetings we start off with prayer.
Hmm.
We'll
Okay.
begin with prayer, and if they have a question, we'll go to the word with that. as far as like right now we're doing an Exodus boot camp. So
Okay.
that's weekly devotionals as far as Exodus and as far as freeing um the process of freeing your mind.
Mm,
And so
Ooh.
we'll do weekly devotionals and go through those devotionals. We do two classes virtually a week as well. So I talk to, even though it's about 7 people right now in the group, I talk to them individually throughout the week and just ask
okay.
them how their days are going, make sure they're eating right, make sure they're taking their spiritual vitamin with them, the devotions and stuff like that. On
Mm,
Thursdays we do Bible study too, and it's more of a round table discussion. So
okay.
like the last month we was going over Ruth in the Bible.
Oh, okay.
And most people when we think about Ruth, we just talking about Ruth, but we was actually
Right.
talking about I can't think. We were talking about what was Ruth's mother name? I'm sorry. What was her
Y'all better grab your
what was
um
the Bible?
Look, I'm terrible. Look,
smartphone.
I'm not gonna even front. Like I know, like I really need to study and read the Bible more.
I'm
That
mad
way
at
I
her.
can answer these
Oh,
questions.
Naomi. Naomi.
Naomi.
Okay.
That's like the most regular name. But
It is.
that's why I was like, huh?
It's
But we was
okay.
going over Naomi, and even though most people talk about Ruth and how she was loyal, um, we were actually talking about Naomi and how she was, even though she was mad, she had to return back. Her sons died, her husband died, and just left her, and she had to go back to her old home, and she was embarrassed and stuff like that.
Mm,
But she knew where she could go. She knew she can go back home.
mm,
And even though
That's
with her
good.
attitude and stuff like that, she went back home. And like little stories like that, we we I looked at the screen. We look over that even though Naomi thought she was alone, she
right.
had Ruth right there beside her.
Mm,
Sometimes we'll have our sisters right there beside us and be like, we are alone.
yep.
Yeah.
And me, even though I'm mentoring them or I'm training them, they help me so much because
Mm,
they're dealing with different physical elements that, most of them have back issues or knee issues or um, different health issues that they're struggling with. And
Right.
they get up every day and push and be calling
yeah.
me and texting me and be like, what should I do now? And I'll be like, take a nap. That's what you should do. you know?
But
But
then it
just,
make you realize that I'm really walking in my purpose. These people
Yep.
are really trusting me. These people are,
Exactly.
looking for me. These people need me.
Yeah,
These
and it's
people
like, how
need,
could you stop when you
mhm,
when
yeah,
you have people like that that literally look forward to seeing you
yeah,
and you motivating them? Like, how could you stop at that point?
exactly.
That's basically telling you that that is your calling right there. You can't quit.
I
You
asked
know what I'm
God.
saying?
I asked God earlier this week. Well, not early, last week. I was like, I just want to be a vessel. I just want
Mm,
to make sure I'm doing things in your will. I don't want to do anything outside of your will. Just let me be, because we're easily, distracted. Like when I say we,
mhm,
like I have a marketing team, like I have, my mentor helping me out. It's more than just me, but it's so many people. And when you're doing marketing for your business,
hmm,
it's is you have to constantly remind yourself why you're doing it, why you're
mhm.
doing
your
and with
why.
yeah,
Yeah.
why
What is
Right.
your why?
like
Yeah.
why am I doing this? Why am I doing because sometimes you're spending more money than you're putting in, or you like
Right.
I
Yes.
work full time at my regular job and then trying to
Mhm.
train others, and then I have 3 children and I'm a single mother.
Wow.
And just I'm all day like this. So I constantly it's easy to get distracted. And when you're tired, the enemy can come in real quick and be like, why are you doing this?
Yep.
Why are you doing
Exactly.
you could be asleep.
Yep.
Right.
Or something.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like I'll get
Yeah.
my messages in the morning, and women that even women that I'm not training, men too, they'll send me their before and afters, like you just been
Mhm.
inspiring me and just keep going and just keep
That's
going.
what's up.
That's what it's about at the
Yep.
end of
Yeah.
the day. And it's like I'm
Yeah.
glad that I'm able to walk in my purpose because for so long
That is
I
such a blessing.
It is. It is. I'm glad I can, and I just hope I can. Um, I'm doing it for my mom. I'm doing it for my children. Cause watching
Mhm,
my mother go through what she went through before she died, like she had a stroke, and she was in the hospital for 9 months,
Mhm.
and
wow.
she
Mm.
never recovered. She just like she'll get up to walk, and then she'll lose her her pulse. So then
Mhm,
the recovery process has to start all over. She basically died 4 times in that 9 months, but each time she kept getting back up. And me
mm,
having the sign that do not resuscitate form, that really took me out. But I just remember she kept getting back up. She kept getting back up. And the last thing I said to her was, I'll
Yeah.
take care of my sister. And then she was able to close her eyes because they
mm,
give her medicine to let her calm
Yeah.
down.
mhm.
And when I said I'll take care of my sister, she was able to rest.
Okay.
So I just don't. If I can do my part
Mhm.
and not have my children go through
Right.
that, because it was taxing on me every day in that hospital, just walking through those hallways and just seeing, the sick, and then seeing my mom, and then having to, not only was she sick and in the nursing home, but my stepfather was too.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
he died in October, and my mom died in June, but they were both in the hospital at the same time
Really?
and stayed there. And I just was like, my mother smoked cigarettes till the day she died.
Mhm.
Mm.
And
How did you smoke cigarettes in the hospital?
no, like into the day she got in the hospital. But she had a
Oh.
triple
Oh,
bypass surgery. I never forget. She got a triple bypass surgery, and then she went to rehab after that for the triple bypass. And somebody snuck her cigarettes in there, and right there I realized that is the
wow.
power. That's that addict right there. Like
Mm,
she just even after she getting triple bypass surgery,
Mhm.
you are still smoking. And I smoked. I smoked up until 3 years ago. But
Okay.
I promised my daughter, because them kids, they'll sit there and
mm. They
they'll be
don't
like,
play.
mm-mm. The teacher said you're gonna die. The teacher said you're gonna die. That's you know. But them kids, they made me. But my daughter, one time, my oldest, she thought I was going to get a drink because I was buying somebody a drink for their birthday,
Mhm.
and she broke down in tears.
Oh,
That's
how old
love.
is she?
Now she's 14, but
Yeah.
Wow.
she was there in the thick of it. And
Okay.
you're hiding things from your children. And I tried my best to hide things from them. But
Mhm.
that's
They
why I can say,
know. Kids are smart. They know more
hell
than what we think they do.
yeah, and that right there, that's why I can say when most people ask me, why did I start this? I'm like, it's so many reasons why I'm trying to keep my health and trying to let other people know that, to stay healthy. Like if you got to
Mm,
get up and walk, go ahead
Mhm.
and just get up and walk. And walk around the house.
Yeah.
mhm.
That's what you do.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Yeah. In my group, although I've had a lot going on recently, but I would try to go outside when the weather was nice and walk and just show
Yeah.
people, like you said, just walk
yeah,
and or put on a video. You could put on a video for 10-minute workouts, or
Right.
you can sit in your
YouTube.
10 minutes.
chair
Yeah.
and do stuff,
Mhm. YouTube.
stretch and
I have a weight right
anything.
here by my desk. Look.
I know that's right. Like, and
15
get
pounds.
it.
And I've been sitting here sometimes just literally like lifting it from my
That
arms,
takes up.
or I'll get up and like do squats. You know what I mean? In
Mhm.
the middle of me working. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm in the comfort of my own home. And even if you're not, when I was back in the office, I brought my weights and they stayed under my desk with me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
That's good. You got to
there's
make
really
it happen.
there's no excuse. What it is the problem is because I know because I used to people make excuses. Sorry, just gonna be real. People make
Mm-hmm.
excuses because if I'm a single mom too, and I have 2 kids, and I can make it to the gym every single morning, still come back work. You know what I mean? Take care of the kids while because they at home, virtual school.
Yeah.
Got the like it's a lot that be going on.
People make
Anybody,
excuses, but
you
I
you
realize, I'm
right.
sorry,
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
people make excuses, and those excuses, like I said it this morning, I'm like, those excuses be some strongholds.
Yes.
They're like they're stuck, and a lot of people where they grew up in it, so they don't know nothing else. Like I drive a bus, and I could be in Southeast DC 1 minute, and then I can be in Bowie. And there's some people that have not left Southeast DC, even though it across the street is Capitol Heights, Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes excuses is what people just all they know.
Yep.
And I get a lot of excuses.
I know
I
what you
Yeah,
get
mean.
a lot of excuses.
Yeah.
yeah,
I try my hardest to just say it in the nicest way.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I tell my story as much as I tell my story, because I'm like, look, health is important, and this is why I do it.
It
Okay?
is
Mm-hmm.
very important.
It's very important because it's like if we're not healthy, we can't
Right.
even. Some of us are so sick that you don't even they like.
Realize that they're sick.
They say
Yeah,
health is literally wealth.
it really is.
If you don't have your health, baby, what are you gonna do? Even if you did have millions of dollars, what you gonna do
Hmm.
with the money if you're not
No,
healthy enough to live to even see it or spend it?
exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah,
That's why
that's good.
I went vegan.
Somebody, yeah, what's a Jamie
When you
Lynn?
get
That's right.
serious.
She said when you get serious, the excuses stop. They sure do because when I got serious,
Uh-huh.
I didn't make there's days that I don't want to go to the gym. It was this morning. I did not feel like I'm not even gonna lie. I kept pressing snooze, and I was like, I'm gonna just not go this morning. I'm just not. And then I thought about it later. I'm like, but Gabby, what about the people that's watching you? I thought about other people, not even myself.
Mhm.
What about the people that are watching you?
Yeah.
That literally, you know how many messages of people like Gabby, like you literally have motivated me to just get up and start moving and working out. That makes me feel good because
Mhm.
you get what I'm saying? Like you're like
Yeah,
people they're finally doing something for themselves just by watching me be
Yeah.
consistent. Literally, it's the consistency.
It's consistency.
And
yeah,
for me, that's
Mhm.
important because I come from a place where consistency, what does that mean? What
yeah.
is that?
You like,
Because I could never be, and I could never be consistent in anything that I ever did, ever.
uh-huh.
I
Hmm.
would start something, back, stop, start it, stop. This time I said no, like it has to
And
stop.
it's funny how we could be consistent with our 9 to 5s, but we can't be
Right.
consistent. We can't be
Exactly.
consistent with not eating a bunch of sugar and candy and sodas.
Yes.
Right.
I told a coworker of mine because we have good benefits, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, you want to sign up for the life insurance? It's some more life insurance or something like that."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, people would sit there and spend, because this was going to be an extra $40 a week. $40 a week on your life insurance or your extra retirement. I was like, but you're not even doing anything to make sure you even get to your retirement age. You
Come
just
on,
putting money over there. So
come on.
I was like,
And
that
that's a
extra.
good point, right? Because
That
I'm
is a
putting
really
my
good
money
point.
away because I want to enjoy it. So
Mhm,
that's, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I'm in my 50s, so I know I gotta keep, high blood pressure, diabetes, and although
mhm,
my mother was on, had did drugs for years, she didn't have health issues. You know
mhm.
what I'm
All right.
saying? So um the damaged liver is what took her out. Outside of
Yeah.
that damaged liver from,
Mm-hmm.
the drinking and drugging, she was a healthy person. So I'm like, hey, and I can admit sometimes I'm in my paranoid stage, just like, oh my God, I'm all over the place. I'm about my health. Cause
Mhm.
Right.
I'm not trying to go away from here like that. And like you said, you
Exactly.
hear people's stories and no,
Mhm.
And
no.
the thing is, you want my thing is, especially because all of us we're moms, we got kids. Why would you want your kids to suffer and go through that and watch you and have to take care of you at a young age? It's
Mhm.
not fair to them. You know what
To
I'm
the best
saying?
of your ability,
To,
yeah.
so,
To the best
to the
of your
best of your
ability.
exactly. So if there's certain things you can avoid, try to
Yes.
avoid them. Now, Eliana, yeah, she did. She said you have to trust the process.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That is key. You literally have to trust the process, and to me, that's basically having faith.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, what Jamie Lynn says, she says sometimes when you are a single parent, consistency is so hard that has
Yeah.
always tripped her up. So
Right.
yes, I agree with that. And I feel like, again, it's hard for me to say this because I feel like I'm kind of making an excuse. That was my issue too. I felt like, me being a single mom, I couldn't really stay consistent
Mm-hmm.
because, you know what I mean? You got to run the kids here, you ain't got somebody to watch them in the morning. This, it's just so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you don't have a support system.
Yeah.
However, taking care of yourself doesn't mean you got to go outside of the walls in your house. Again, like when the kids are asleep in the morning time, you can get up extra early in the morning. You could
Mm-hmm.
pop in a workout video. You can literally put something on your phone on YouTube and put the phone in front of you and do a YouTube video, yoga,
Mhm.
workout, a DVD,
And a
something on your
support
Yeah.
TV.
system.
Yeah.
So
You know what I'm sorry. What my problem was, like when the pandemic first, I'm a gym goer. When
Mhm.
the pandemic first happened, I was going crazy in
Mm.
the house, and like for me to work out in the house, I was like, this is not going to work. Like the kids are here, they messing up my vibe. Is they gonna want some food or something like that? But what I had to do was stop putting so much pressure on myself, and had to keep remembering it was about health,
Yes.
because if that's what
Right.
kept me consistent, because I was like, okay, even if I give my, like now, to be honest, I work out 3 times a week. That's it, 3 times a week, and I may do some walking or something like that, but no more, because I do my full time, and then I'm doing my training, and I'm with
Right.
my children and stuff like that. I'm driving myself crazy doing the at first I started out, I was doing 5 days a week, um two two times a day.
Wow.
Times I would
Yeah,
get
that's
up in the
yeah.
morning and go fasted cardio, sit down, eat in the gym, go back, do some work, do some
Well,
work. I was
that was needed then.
That was
Right.
no, it was more of everything
Maybe
with me
yeah.
is obsessive. Like when I'm at it, I'm like,
You're at
go,
it.
go, 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 go. I have to go. But me slowing down with this pandemic, oh, I thought I was straight. I thought I had my life together. I was sober.
Mhm.
I got divorced. I was happy about that. I was settled with that. And then the pandemic happened and they took the gym away from me.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, how am I going to escape now? How am I going to escape now? And that brought me back down. But during the pandemic is when I got my certification for training, because I
Yay.
because at first
Okay,
I
so
quit.
you're actually certified.
Yeah, I got my
Okay.
Okay,
certified.
congrats. That's good.
I quit. Like I
Certified
got
trainer.
I got it in December, like the book for it in December, and
Yeah.
I said I haven't been to school in forever. And when I got that work, I was like, this is science right here.
Yeah, it's serious.
I was like, I just want to help people work out. That's it. Like, but the science behind it and me learning so much from it, I cut off social media. Actually, that's how I met my mentor. He seen I was going crazy on social media. I was doing 3 workouts a day, and yeah, he was like, "Slow down. What you doing?" So he prayed for me,
Mm.
and after he prayed for me, I cut off social media, and I just dedicated everything to getting my certification, because I was like, if I can do this, then I can show my children I can do it. Because my mother went back and
Mhm.
got her master's, and she got her master's the year after I graduated high school.
Wow.
Wow. Uh-huh.
And
That's
seeing that,
awesome.
she had a heart attack getting her master's,
Mm.
2 heart attacks getting her master's. She went to Lincoln University, so she had to drive there every weekend. And me seeing that, I was like, well, if she can do that, I can pick up this computer and just study.
Mhm.
But me,
Exactly.
me naturally, like my attention span is
I know
somewhere
what you
else.
mean.
I mean,
That's
you see these circles? I had I had index cards like this, blue, yellow, red, trying to get my certification. Just the whole skeleton thing out. I had to take it back to elementary school to get it.
I am similar,
Yeah,
and I don't
sometimes you
retain.
got to
My
do that.
memory is so bad. Sometimes I don't retain information, so I'm the
Mm,
same way.
I'm like, repeat that
Yeah.
again.
Right.
And
And it's okay.
mm-hmm,
It's okay.
it
And
is.
so, yeah, your story is so powerful. I thank you so much. We're getting close time. We went a little over our time, and
Oh,
a lot of times, most times, we do go clean over, almost into 2 hours.
oh
And so,
wow.
Sometimes it's yeah.
oh my goodness. And so I
That's some
try to
serious tea.
respect people's time and
Hmm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so for those of you that are on here, if you have any questions for December, please put them out in the comments. So December, give it to us really quick, your pitch of what it is that you do. So you're certified, right?
Yeah.
I did not know that. And
Mm-hmm.
put in your website how people can reach out to you. And are you local, Virginia, DC, Maryland, whatever? So give us a spill on that.
All right, all right. Well, my website is www.anointedtouch-hfb, like health, fitness, and beauty.com. We're virtual training, so you can reach me all over. You
Hmm.
can follow me at Serenity Fitness underscore on Instagram or Anointed Touch Fitness on Instagram or Anointed Touch Health Fitness and Beauty on Facebook. We're here to help. Our mission is to serve women. That's to serve women. We do use godly principles. We have bicycle. We sell
Hmm.
shirts. We do it all. We're just trying to carry the message of God and be a true disciple of Jesus Christ and using health and fitness with it.
Oh, okay.
I love
Sounds
it.
good.
I love
And so
it.
maybe you and Gabby can collaborate,
Yes.
Definitely.
and talk about, somehow y'all can figure that
Mhm.
out. So, behind the scenes, you guys need to connect. I feel like you guys need to
We'll
connect.
connect.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
most
I'll be talking
definitely.
to you soon.
And December, can you put your information in the comments as well?
Yep,
Do you
yep,
have
yep.
that option?
Yes. Okay, right here.
Yeah, put your Instagram so they people can follow you. People who on both.
Mm-hmm.
And I see, Ileana, I want to go back while you're doing that
Oh, the comment from earlier.
from Ileana. Yeah, she said that
I
she
have.
lost a cousin from mixing alcohol and drugs. He was 21, and it's been 20 years on the 24th. I'm still traumatized because if I only knew, perhaps I could have helped him. Yeah, that's deep. And
Um, I would say though about that too. Don't I guess keep holding on to that and regretting not talking to him because who knows? You know what I mean? What the
mhm,
situation may have been. And I'm sorry to hear that, Miss
yeah,
Eliana. But don't allow that to traumatize you because you're that again that causes trauma on yourself, extra
Exactly.
stress and extra weight that you're carrying throughout the years.
mhm.
I always tell people maybe that's something that I don't know if you have like a
Trying to
a
get my purse.
therapist or somebody who you can go and talk to, but that might be you may want to maybe talk to seek a therapist, talk to them, just talk it out, because believe it or not, yes, I believe in God and I pray and all that good stuff. However, I still have a therapist. I believe in having a therapist because
Mhm.
even they say pastors have therapists.
Yep.
I think it's healthy. These people go to school, they're professionals on how to help you, talk things out. And it's somebody who doesn't know you who's not going to judge you like friends and family would. So
Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, I know me, I was an alcoholic that a functioning alcoholic. So you could
Mhm.
mhm,
you could miss the sign. You could miss the signs, especially if that's how the person is all the time.
right.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. It's so easy.
It
Hmm.
is.
Like unless they
Yeah.
falling onto something, you can just think they having a good time. That's it.
Exactly.
You're right
Yep.
about that.
Yep.
So
It's
hold
so
on to that
easy.
guilt and shame. Don't hold on to guilt and shame. That
Yeah.
I'm sure if your cousin was here, he wouldn't want you to hold on to that either.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Release it. Yep.
Yep.
Give it to God.
On December, and I love your name. Like, Dec-
I
it's
didn't
such
like
a
it
like.
growing up.
Right.
Growing up, it
December, I
was.
met you. Yes. I like this. It's been such a pleasure meeting you. My mom, when she had mentioned you earlier, and I was like, oh, what's, our guest name? And she said December. I'm like, I love that name. Like, that is so cute. I couldn't
Mhm.
wait to meet you. So I'm glad I'm finally putting a face
Yeah.
with the name.
Thank
It's
you.
been such a pleasure. I love what you're doing because you're absolutely right. Yes, we can go to the gym, we can work on our bodies, right? Getting our bodies right and all of that. But unless you are aligned, that'll only last but for so long. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's why I always tripped in the past. It's like I always started the journey but could never finish it. So now
Hmm.
that I'm actually implementing really, and I've always prayed, but I've always been inconsistent too with praying.
Yeah.
So
I
with
know.
me consistently asking God every morning, when I wake up, like, thank you for just giving me strength this morning. Thank you for waking me up. Thank you. You know what I mean? Just thanking him and then getting on my knees and actually praying before I go to the gym. It's really been helping. And I can
Hmm.
really feel myself aligning. And I know it's
Yeah.
still going to take some time because the journey, it takes
Hmm.
time, right? You got to take baby steps. Nobody is perfect. You can't think you're perfect and you're going to get this thing right. But as
Nope.
long as you're taking steps in that direction and you're
Hmm.
seeking God and putting him first, like,
Yeah.
I'm a true believer that everything works out. So I
Hmm.
love the mission. I love what you're
I
doing. I'm gonna
I
really have
love
to
it
connect
too.
with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please
Definitely have to
connect.
connect.
Yeah. And I want to
Yeah.
get one of your t-shirts as well.
Oh, you sell
Okay.
So
t-shirts too?
Yes. Yes. My favorite
Okay.
one is the God plus me equals transformation.
All right.
My
I
favorite
love
one.
it.
Just trying to
yep.
get the
I'm gonna have
word
to
out
check
there.
you out.
Yep.
Definitely.
So stay in touch, December. Thank
Will
you.
do.
If you ever want to come
Thank
back, come back.
you.
We would love to have you.
And thank you for the opportunity. I'm blessed. I appreciate it.
Oh, most definitely. So, hey, you guys, thank you so much for joining us on Tea Time with Tina this evening. It's been a pleasure to have December. It's been a pleasure with Gabby
Yes.
sharing her story as well. Happy holidays. We are here.
Yes.
And be sure to reach out to the loved ones, your friends, and
Yes, that's
just
important.
give, pay for somebody's food in the lines, buy
Yeah.
somebody a cup of coffee, do whatever it
Mm-hmm.
is you need to do, okay?
Mhm.
And be safe, powerful, and love how you're reaching out to your community. That's what's up.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
That's
That's
a
what's
nice
up.
compliment.
Yeah. Yep. So thank you guys. Mwah. I truly
Thank you,
appreciate
everybody,
you
for coming
all
on.
for always tuning in. Say hello. Come on.
Hi, Yanni.
Say hi. This my
Say good night
baby.
to the good people. That's my oldest,
Oh
y'all.
my goodness, trying to
Aw.
be shy, girl. Whatever. Go somewhere, sit down. So we love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. See you
Love you
next week.
guys. Have a
All
blessed
right. Thank
week.
you.
Happy
Happy
Bye.
holidays.
summer.